Wow. Okay. The overall energy of this reading is the Nine of Wands. Feeling worn out at your wit's end. Drugged through the mud. Let's find out why this surrounds the entire reading, because I see some good stuff going on here too. Up here in your highest energy is the Four of Wands. This is a union between two people. This is a special soulmate card. This can signify marriage. Could be an engagement, could have been living with somebody or are living with somebody. But this, whatever it is a very special connection. Soulmate energy. Right next to the Seven of Swords. Deceitful behavior, deceitful energy. That's what you're worn out about. So there's something that's been hidden from you, something maybe that was coming to light, that has you all worn out and feeling drugged through the mud on this relationship, this soulmate relationship. Well, I think they took off. I feel like they took your love and took off. And this was a special connection. It still is. Those connections don't disappear. The people can, but the connection itself will always be there. But it feels to me like whatever was going on, they never told you everything that was going on. And I think they left your life. And then they come back. So I think that's why the Nine of Wands surrounds the entire reading with the Seven of Swords right above it next to the Four of Wands, is because the universe needs to start the story somewheres, and the story started when they left, and it's like they left without explanation. Well, it looks like they come back, and it is a joyful reunion here. Look at that. This is a very happy card. Celebration, reunion of two people, soulmates. And one of them that left is coming back. So, it did put you through hell, this leaving of this soulmate, okay? I have the Two of Swords under the Four of Wands. You were trying not to deal with the situation. You were trying to ignore how it was making you feel. You put yourself in self-protection mode with your swords up. You cross your arms across your heart to guard it, and you put a blindfold on, and it feels to me like you put yourself in a place where you didn't even want to date anymore. Whatever they did, how they ran off or took off, I think they took just without explanation. But they're coming back. And it's not a coming back that you're afraid of or anything. This is a happy reunion. Maybe you'll bump into them someplace. I don't know. But somehow they're coming back into your life, and it is in a happy way. On the other side of this Nine of Wands here, that you were really trying not to deal with, because this is how it left you feeling. And so, in order to get through life, okay, in the meantime, you just put your swords up and you protected your heart. It's like you weren't dating. You didn't want to look at anybody to date. You were like just healing. That's all you were doing was healing. The Star card. This is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading. Deep, spiritual, healing card is what the Star is. This is seeing your own reflection in that pool of water, bouncing back at you and healing right down to your bare bones. So, this is what's been going on. You haven't been seeing anybody. You've been protecting your heart. You've been going through this period of healing over how they made you feel when they left this relationship. But they're coming back. Under the Two of Swords is the Six of Swords. This is moving forward very slowly. I feel like this is not with this other person yet. I think we're going to have more, to say about this person coming back, because this is under the Two of Swords. I think that you were making progress, and it was slow progress. I think maybe you have healed. You moved away from these rocky waters towards a calmer, smoother, like a more peaceful place in your life. But it was a little work getting there because this boat is being propelled by a pole, not a motor. So it was work on this healing, getting over this. You became the Nine of Pentacles. So this is under that overall energy where you're just worn out, beat up, drugged through the mud, at your wits' end. It's a very tiring card. We have this Nine of Pentacles, so you move forward. It was work, okay, but you made it, and you made it back to who you were to start with, which was a very self-confident, self-assured, grounded, and stable and secure individual. This card can represent Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. One of those might be strong in your chart or around this reading. Next to the Nine of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. They're coming back. They're coming back, and it feels like that they will offer some sort of security, like it's going to be different this time. They're coming back with a pentacle. They may not present it right at first, but they have it. And what's in the back of their mind is actually offering it to you if things go well. So let's read on. See, you're stable and secure now. You've gotten over all this, and then boom, bam, there they are. And it's good that you've healed from this, so now you'll be able to handle this return. It is joyful. You are happy to see them. And I think what you don't know, well, you know now, is that they actually do have a pentacle in their pocket. And you know, they actually are wondering where this relationship can go on whether or not they can offer that pentacle. Okay, let's take out the second half of this reading. See what else we need to know. Oh man, this has been a spiritual lesson. Well, we know you did a bunch of spiritual healing here. But I think this was a lesson for them too, I was just going to say. Okay. Up here in your highest energy is the Two of Pentacles. Confusion about the pentacles, the groundedness, the stability, and all that. When they come back, it throws you for a loop. You're all over the place in your mind, you know, because memories. You know, you remember what happened. You remember what you had to go through. When they snuck away is what they did. They just kind of disappeared. And now if this doesn't sound like you're reading, it's not. If it does, it probably is. There's a pink moon here this week. And so there's a really powerful energies out there right now. It's a full pink moon, it's called. So things change with this moon. It represents changes taking place. And for you, it looks like this reunion. This Two of Pentacles here is next to the Six of Cups. Soulmates. I think you've known this person from probably, you know, it was quite a while back, maybe even teenage years or before, okay, that this happened. And then they return. But this is a sweet energy. This cup has a flower in it. And they are coming back with an offer. And I think they want to get to know you again. They are definitely a soulmate. From another life. You have a very special connection. Right next to the Six of Cups is the Knight of Pentacles. This is like holding a sword of truth and clarity and rushing in. I feel like this is going to really take you by surprise. It's like the last thing you expect when they show back up in your life. Really throws you for a loop, I'm telling you. So I don't think that, you know, it's like there's a lot of truth and clarity coming in with this person, the soulmate. And I see that you have this energy, so you don't know really what to do with it right at first, and you're not sure whether you want to just cut this whole thing out or not. So you rush in with truth and clarity, like, what happened to you? Where'd you go? You know, get your answers. So under the Two of Pentacles is the Four of Pentacles. This is close to that Star card, the card of spiritual healing, really deep. being stuck. You haven't moved. Like I said, you haven't dated. You haven't really moved, but you have healed deeply. You've moved forward, well, here it's very slowly, but it's only in your healing and becoming yourself again. But as far as the rest of your life, you've just been kind of staying put, not really, no major changes. And you don't know if you want a major change coming in from them, especially. This Four of Pentacles is right next to the Judgment card. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides blowing the horn down on you, trying to teach you a spiritual lesson. Well, I see that you got it. The spiritual lesson is probably how to ask more questions, pay more attention to what the other person's intentions are, something like that, because it's right under the soulmate card. So I feel like you've learned your spiritual lesson. You've reached out to the universe about your path forward. Now they come in, they want a reunion. You're reaching out to the universe. You're like, what direction should I go? What path should I follow? The universe hears you. Excuse me. This Hermit is a card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart. You have the Nine of Pentacles down here. Or strong in their chart someplace or around this reading. But this is about you seeking guidance for your path forward. So when they return and the Hermit is shining the lantern on the Judgment, like, you learned a spiritual lesson, now what are you going to do with it? That's what it feels like. What are you going to do with your spiritual lesson? You've done all this healing. What are you going to do now about this situation? Well, it looks to me like you're going to get your truth and clarity. It's a happy reunion, but you're not just going to jump into a relationship with this person because you really don't know their intentions. And I think you're going to ask. And you're going to go for it. You're going to go for getting all your questions answered. Under the Four of Pentacles is the Four of Swords. There we go again. So, you're going to be in a state of confusion. You're going to be in that for a little bit. You're going to be taking some time to yourself, which you already have. You already know how to do that. It's very easy for you to do. And you are going to meditate. And you're going to pray or seek advice from the universe. It's very spiritual. You're going to go in deep. And you're going to be searching, soul searching, for all the truth and clarity that you can gather up. Will they? Will they have a pentacle in their pocket? This is something you need to know. This is something you don't want them running off on you again. This soul searching right here is right next to the Knight of Wands, which is under your Judgment card. And I think they have been going through a spiritual lesson as well. I think they were a fly-by-night. I think they ran in and out of your life until they finally ran out and didn't come back. That's what it feels like. Male or female. Knight of Wands. It was all about passion. But, time has gone by. Things have changed. People are changing. The pink moon is coming out, and that is all about change and renewal and the end of the old and beginning of the new. So it feels like this time they want to offer a cup that really has a flower in it here. It's a sweet gesture. They know you're a soulmate because, see, that connection never goes away. And they're feeling it, and they're coming back. Next to the Knight of Wands is a Strength card. And this is under the Hermit card, seeking your advice from the universe about your path forward when this happens. Well, what they're saying is, what the universe is saying about this previous Knight of Wands energy, which is now going to be this Six of Cups energy, is that use your intuition. Because you know what you'll need to do. If you just follow your intuition, you've healed. You know what you need to do, and you're going to find the strength and the courage to do it. And from what I see on the other side, this is the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart, might be strong in their chart, or around this reading. But what I see between the Hermit here is rushing in for that truth and clarity to that soulmate, getting your answers here. Getting your answers through going deep within yourself and finding the strength and the courage to get those answers about why they've returned, even though you're happy to see them. That's what I see here. So let's take out another card. The King of Cups. Scorpio, this is you, male or female. The King of Cups. So that's Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This is your reading. This is going to be you, and you do still love them. You still love them. Look at, you got like a huge cup of love, but not handing it out. You pulled back that cup of love, and that's what you've done this whole time. You've been holding that cup of love. Like I said before, you're not dating. You weren't, looking for anybody else. You're only focused on healing and becoming yourself again. So you've been holding this cup of love very close to you. So if everything turns out the way they would want it to so far, by offering you, this is a very sweet cup, and it is sincere. It is a happy reunion. Then you will decide, once you get your truth and clarity about why they're back, then you will decide whether or not they hand out that cup of love again.